Welcome to the League Show with Hounds.
Thank you. Welcome everybody. This is the League Show with Hounds. Now, I thought I would start this series or start this League Show because I don't think there's too many league shows out there, or good league shows anyway. You know, we've got Beyond the Rift, which is simply an interview for over an hour, and we've also got the Greatest League Talk Show, which is just two dudes sitting on a couch for over an hour talking trash.
Teams did a lot of learning throughout the 5 days of group stage. Like, I think as a team, you probably learn faster in those 5 days than you do in like two or 3 weeks, maybe a full month during the.
So yeah, that's why I've started the show. I wanted to try something different, something new, and see whether you guys like it or not. So let me know if you enjoy this show. And we definitely need a show to keep up with all the changes. Riot Games with League of Legends right now, there's just so many changes. So what were some of these recent changes? Well, crit items have been updated. This is supposed to be a nerf to marksman. Infinity Edge and Essence Reaver have been changed, and Zeal items have been nerfed. Their price has been increased. There's also been a new item called Storm Razor. I won't go into all of the changes, just know overall this has been a nerf to crit items. So what has been some of the impacts of these changes? Well, one of the big impacts has been to YASUO mains. They have fallen to a deep dark depression. YASUO himself has fallen to a 47% win rate in the new patch. YASUO mains are crying out for some buffs, because Phantom Dancer has been nerfed and Infinity Edge has been changed, which hasn't helped YASUO at all. In fact, our favorite YASUO main, MOE, has fallen from High Challenger to Master Tier and even Diamond 1. Times have not been good for him at all. In fact, we've got some footage of MOE recently after these new changes went live. Have a look at this. Yes, definitely not fake news, by the way. Just looking here. Anyway, what else do I gotta say? Other impacts that have happened is currently in Korea, many LCK ADC pros are now trying out different champions in the bot lane. We are seeing things such as YASUO, Kennen, Mordekaiser, Aurelia, and even Volibear, Vladimir, these sort of things in the bot lane. And because of the changes to the items and the nerfs to marksman, they are trying other things out. And in fact, Ruler said in an interview, and I quote, YASUO, Aurelia, and Vladimir can be used as ADC in tournament. I personally think that the best is Aurelia. Wow, this could really shake up the bot lane meta with different champions being used in the bot lane. This could be very interesting to see, so I cannot wait to watch, things like the LCK, LPL, which are starting very soon. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is that when 8.11 went live, there was huge outrage in Korea, particularly in high elo, because there was, in 8.11, there were nerfs, supposed to be nerfs to Banner of Command. Riot Balance team came out with the patch notes saying they're nerfing Banner of Command. However, this actually turned out to be a major buff, with Banner of Command being very overpowered. If you bought Banner of Command, it had 70% damage reduction from all sources. And in high elo Korea, almost all champions or all players on the team, in fact, in some games, there were games where actually all 10 players bought Banner of Command. And this caused huge outrage in Korea towards Riot's balance team. Not many people happy at all. It has been hotfixed now to 30% damage reduction, but it still is fairly strong. So Korea not happy with Riot's balance team. And another person who is not happy with Riot's balance team is TALIYAH. On his streams recently, he has been losing his mind.
How did it even make it to live server? How? How did they think that was okay to even put it in the game? It's the game! It sucks! I'm going crazy. How likely would you be to recommend this game to a friend? No!
But speaking of TALIYAH, I just want to congratulate T1 on winning his recent boxing match. We've got some footage here of his last hit. There you go. as you can see, taking down that guy and winning his boxing match. So congratulations to T1 and his boxing title. Not fake news, by the way. Anyway, moving back to Riot's Balance team, they're obviously receiving a lot of hate recently. Many people questioning, what are they doing? What are they actually doing? How do they come up with these numbers? Now, I've took it upon myself to put a hidden camera in Riot's Balance team's office in Los Angeles, California. I've put in a hidden camera, and these were the results. Have a look at this. Continuing on with the show, as you guys know, in 8.10, patch 8.10, there were changes to the jungle. Scuttle Crab is now much more important. It gives you more gold and more experience. So there's been a shift in the jungle meta, a shift in the jungle meta. As I was trying to say, towards champions that are strong at taking Scuttle Crab and can skirmish early on to get the Scuttle Crab. So we're seeing champions such as Xin Zhao, Graves, Trundle, and even champions such as Pantheon taking over in the jungle. However, recently, there's also been changes to TALIYAH. More changes, and even more changes. Changes to TALIYAH. Her Q got changed to doing single target damage rather than AoE damage to nerf her wave clear in the mid lane. Her cooldowns also got reduced to help compensate for this. However, people are now playing TALIYAH in the jungle. Can you believe it? TALIYAH in the jungle. In fact, a few professional players have even tweeted out that TALIYAH in the jungle is very strong. There's been a tweet from, hang on, I just got to check. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Okay, we are back. Like I was saying, there was a tweet from a few pro players saying that TALIYAH is very strong. One of them being Yankos. He tweeted out saying, TALIYAH jungle is the most broken champion in the game. Another one being Dardock, and he said, abusing TALIYAH for LP, and he posted a pic of him playing TALIYAH in the jungle and winning a game. So TALIYAH in the jungle may be meta, may be very strong. I personally have never played it or played against it or played with it, so I don't know exactly how strong it is, but I'll put on the screen some of the builds, runes, and that sort of thing, a skill order that people, the pro players, are going with TALIYAH jungle, so you can try it out. Don't blame me. Please don't blame me if you see first time TALIYAH jungle in ranked, because I have said you should play it in normals first. I said that, by the way. So we'll just take a look at what Dardock went with in that game. So building towards that runic echoes. He also got a dark seal, and the boots he went with were Lucidity boots. Then Marillanomicon followed by Rylai's. Then I would say after that is situational, and he got the Banshee's Veil this game. As for his skill order, QWE, max Q first, E second, W third, ultimate whenever he can. And then onto his runes, he took Electrocute, Cheap Shot, Eyeball Collection, and then Ravenous Hunter, which I think is an important one, so you can stay healthy when clearing the jungle. And then sorcery, just the standard one for junglers, is water walking and celerity. Okay, I think that's enough about talking about the changes and the impacts of these changes, because if we talk about all the changes, we're just going to be here, or this show is going to go for 3 hours and 42 minutes, which is just way too long. So let's move on. And the next segment I've got is, what is it? It's oh yes, the leaderboards. The solo queue leaderboards is the name of this segment, and for their first episode, or the first show, we're going to talk about the rank 1 players, and the rank 1 players in particular on the top servers being Korea, EU West, and North America. We might focus on the other servers maybe in a future episode, if there is going to be any future episode. But first of all, EU West, let's talk about who is rank 1, and it is Upset, a pro player for Skulker, or Schalke. I think it's supposed to be said Schalke in German. He is an ADC player, and the player that the champion he has been abusing the most to get to rank 1 has been Ezreal, and he also has played some other champions such as Jhin, Kog'Maw, Lucian, and Caitlyn. But one thing I noticed with him is every single time he plays ADC, he always takes teleport. Not when he just plays Ezreal, he also does it on like Jhin, Kog'Maw, and other ADC champions. It seems to be a thing at the moment on just Ezreal, but he does it on pretty much every single game he plays ADC. Now, personally, I don't recommend you do that unless you're a pro player or a high elo player. I think it's just better to take heal, in my opinion. And now, onto the rank 1 player in Korea, which is an LCK top laner known as ADD. I think he plays for MVP. They may have changed their name, I'm not too sure. I should have looked that up before, but oh well, we'll just continue on. Now, the champions he's been playing has mostly been Aurelia. Now, I think Aurelia is pretty much banned most games, so when he doesn't get Aurelia, he's been playing Ornn, Camille, kind of your standard top laners that you see in pro play. Camille, Ornn, like I said, and who else was there? He has also been playing some Aatrox and some Poppy, so they seem to be some pretty decent top laners. But anyway, that is the rank 1 player in Korea. Now, the rank 1 player in North America NA is none other than the infamous TARZANED. He has recently just hit rank 1, and this is the second time in his career that he has hit rank 1. Previously was back in season 6 when Graves was very strong, and he has always been a pretty good Graves player. And funnily enough, Graves is now strong again, but he's also been playing champions such as Xin Zhao and Pantheon and Nunu to get himself to that rank 1 spot. But anyway, talking about TARZANED, he is currently in a little bit of a beef between a coach known as LS, which is short for Last Shadow. TARZANED apparently called LS a diamond player. Yes, a diamond player. Those are fighting words. Those are fighting words. Called him a diamond player, and this is what LS responded with on stream.
Tarzan, seek a therapist, man. I really don't know what to say to you. I really don't. It's like your fix is trying to cause drama or invoke anger or animosity from someone else. Like, it's really sick.
Yeah, so a little bit of a beef between LS and TARZANED. Now, we, in fact, managed to get an interview with TARZANED a few days ago, and this is what he had to say.
Dude, I don't know what his problem is. He's just diamond garbage, diamond trash that thinks he knows everything. Why don't we settle this 1v1 in real life, I say? I'm known to break heads. If he wants to go, let's go.
Yes. Okay, guys. Apparently, TARZANED has just flown over to Korea to meet LS, and they have just recently, not too long ago, confronted each other, and we've actually got some live footage coming in. So have a look at this. Unfortunately, we had to cut that one short because it may not be suitable for YouTube, unfortunately, so that kind of sucks. But by the looks of things, not too good. Only one of them is going to come out alive. So if we have a look at the betting odds, after that shovel hit, TARZANED has in fact received a lot of money, and he's only at $1.10. So a lot of money for TARZANED, and the big outsider is LS, now sitting at $6.20. But I can tell you, LS is known to make a big comeback. So if you're feeling a bit risky or you're feeling a bit frisky, maybe put some money on LS to make that big comeback. You could win very, very big. Definitely not fake news, by the way. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the end of the show. Now, let me know if you enjoyed it. Obviously, this is something new, but if you enjoyed this video, drop that like button, and as always, have a nice day.